Because many pass by 31st December, some of you say, "I'm on for any better." Your own blessings will make you envy yourself. Amen. Amen. Now hold your neighbor's hands and look into the neighbor's eyes. If the person cannot look into your eyes, so I beg for, make sure you look into the person's eyes, eyeball to eyeball. Now tell your neighbor, this is the last time.
This is the last time
you see me like this.
You see me like this.
The next time you see me,
the next time you will see me,
I will shock you.
I will shock you.
Are you afraid of the person? So you better say it and you are a believer. Tell the person, neighbor, this is the last time.
This is the last time
you see me like this. We may be church mates, but not grace mates. We may be taxi mates. In fact, community mates. But not grace mates. My grace is different.
It's different
from your grace. Mine means God is with me. But yours, I don't know yet. So better start respecting me. Start celebrating me. Start submitting to me. Before you regret it. Before you will tell your neighbor, if you don't bless me, I will claim your blessing. And add it to my own. I say, neighbor, if you don't honor me, I will claim your honor and add it to my own. Say, neighbor, if you don't love me, I will claim your love and add it to my own. Let her do it now before it's too late. Give the person a high five and sit down like a royal. Jesus, the Son of God, I believe in you. I believe in you. Some people in The Hague called me this afternoon and they were like, "Daddy, we need the CD." I said, "How did you know that I came with it?" They said, "Daddy, those who bought it are bluffing us with this, and everywhere we pass, we are here. I believe, yes, Lord." So Daddy, we need. I said, "Fine. When I come back and you are fortunate to see me, and I have some, you will get it." Today, I gave him the pen drive and he slotted it into the phone. He nearly went away with my pen drive. And but God being so good, he remembered it wasn't his. So he said, "Reverend, please, though I would love to keep it, I wouldn't want to be a sinner." Amen. I just want you to know that I came with a worship CD. Not the kind of worship CDs that you have heard and received. This one is church service, where I'm teaching on worship, whilst worship is part of it. Amen. And the message in that worship CD is also in this book, but the book carries more of teaching and the CD carries more of the practical. So you need both to be able to, like I told you yesterday, I will leave that one to my PA in Belgium and also with Daddy. But tonight, I'm going to drive you a little crazy, like I said yesterday. Amen. Amen. So how many of you came tonight to be driven crazy? What is anointing and was a tobu so near one thing I mean I must have been say one more down. Amen. But and yet dambo. It is a fresh and a new visitation. Amen. Amen. So I want you to get yourselves ready, because I doubt if you will remain the same after today. Amen. Amen. Now tell your neighbor, I am not wired for this. I am not wired for this. Now I'm saying wired because I want to sound like a Ghanaian preacher. Amen. Amen. Many a times when preachers we travel
a lot of times we end up sounding like Americans. But that's not my style. I'm a Ghanaian trained preacher, so I will preach like a Ghanaian. But you will still understand. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Because from the day at tilapia, you lay egg in the water till it became tilapia, how do you enjoy it? It is still black. The water couldn't change the color of the tilapia. Amen. Even the fire rather made it darker. So sometimes when you borrow an identity, you miss your destination. And that is what we are about discovering tonight. I am not wired to sound like a broken record. You are not getting it. God did not create me to be poor. And also he did not create me to look for money. He created me to worship him. Amen. Now I'm taking you to my field. And I'm going to make sure before you walk out of this place, you will see how wrong you have been worshiping God, hence getting the wrong results. When you come to church and worship is over, yet you pay your tithe and you give your offering and you do everything and you think you have come to church. No, you came to follow the constitution of the church, but not to submit and serve the God of the church. Paying your tithe and everything are things that makes church, but they don't make God God. It is your worship that makes God God. Can I wound somebody a little? Can I punch somebody tonight? Because I'm sick and tired of we making the church look like an entity that is always looking for a miracle and a breakthrough. If sinners and unbelievers have gotten it, then it is not about how rich you are as a Christian, but the quality of your worship. So let the church come back to worship. Oh, how many of you remember the song when we were very young? Yenanano, yenanano, yenanano. Sum, right? Now, how do you say that in English? Oh, really? Nayendi. Nayendi. And yet Yehovah Yesum. Yesum cars. Yesum properties. So what we should have gotten without sweat, we get them by shedding blood. Because the key. Oh, I don't want to go there. Because tomorrow Friday I'm going to teach you how to bribe God. Amen. You didn't get it.
Amen. We get it.
I'll teach you how to bribe God.
Amen.
And even when you break the rules, he will look somewhere. Please go. There are secrets that when you get them, being a Christian is without sweat.
Amen.
And the greatest of those secrets, in fact, only one, and that is worship. So if you are not wired for this, what were you wired for? Look at somebody. I don't know if you've seen that Nigerian little girl comedian. This thing that is, she says, "This is not my real face." So it's been trending. Look at your neighbor and tell the person, "This is not the real me." Tonight I'm talking to you on, I am not wired for this. Genesis, the chapter number 3, from the verse 21 through 24. If you are there, say amen. Hey, when did you get there? Just now you are there. Genesis chapter number 3.
Genesis chapter number 3.
From the verse 21 to 24.
We are reading from the verse 21.
Hey, Charlie, reading from the verse 21. What's your Ghana? Why?
We are reading from the verse 21.
Hey, you are here in the West.
We are reading from the verse 21.
Now you sound like a Ghanaian. Yes. At 21, we're reading from the verse 21. Means me to you.
We are reading from the verse 21 to 24.
What are you training?
24. I am reading from the NIV version.
NIV. I love Kujovi. That is King James version. But don't worry. Go ahead with the NIV.
The Lord God made garments of skin for Adam and his wife,
The Lord God made garments of skin for Adam and
his wife.
Continue.
And clothed them.
And clothed them.
Verse 22.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord God said, the man has now become like one of us.
Uh-huh.
Knowing God and evil, he must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat.
Amen.
Amen.
Now, when I know a lot of you have not read this place before. Genesis 3:21. You haven't. Where God made an animal skin to cover man. Have you? You've never read that place. Now let me show you something. In Genesis, the chapter number 1 and chapter number 2, God created things. And then somewhere along the line, he said, let us make man in our image and in our likeness. True or false? And God made man in his image and in his likeness. So, you are God on earth. Then man broke the rule that makes man look like God. What was the rule? Man broke the rule of worship. So long as man kept worshiping God, kept doing that which looks worshiping unto God, man remained God. So if you want to walk in the glory of God, what are the conditions?
Worship.
So when man broke the rule, man no longer qualified to be godlike.
Yes.
You will understand. Meba. So this is what God did. Odi abua honam ekata nyankopon suna wa bomi newono. I don't think you are getting what I'm saying. So God did not take the godlike away, but he covered the godlike nature with that of a beast. So there is something behind what you see. That is God. But something is covering it, which is something put there by God himself.
Yes.
Now you are getting it.
Yes.
So you have the right now, and now that you understand it, to tell your neighbor, this is not me.
This is not me.
The real me is underneath this. Let me give you a secret. That is why when you take a razor or a blade and you cut the skin of a colored person, you get red. And when you cut that of a Scandinavian, you get red. You cut that of an Asian, you get red. Someone from New Zealand, it doesn't matter. Even animals,
You get red.
there is a common denominator underneath the beast's nature. Menyabwa. Ufunsombi enama mese api. Anka mesenya mebara. So the question is, what do you do to take off this beast skin? Now, always in the coolness of the day, God will come to Adam and Eve and go like, you, Adam, what's up? How you doing, guy? It's been a while. I love your sports today. Yo, what's up, bro? How you doing, guy? You're my man. You know what time it is. Yeah. Sure, man. And God comes around because he can see himself.
Yes. Yes.
So who will be his mirror? God never knew how he looked like until he created something like himself. So anytime God sees you, he sees himself.
Amen.
When he sees me, he sees himself. Amen. Until we stopped worshiping him in the desire and the desperation for more. Now, the very moment you step into the atmosphere of more, Christ will be less for you.
Jesus.
Amen.
Only a few will understand this. There is an old Ghana song. I think they sing it also in Twi. Kejoye Yesu, oh yeah, no fan, no. Keji Yesu, bobo, no fan. Send me what Yesu, me want it now. We are sure so Yesu, oh, I didn't. And you bring who you would hear. Nature said, yeah, Jesus is enough for me. So Jesus is level 100 for me. Jesus is never complete until I have a big house, I have a big car, or I have expensive cars. My bank account has a lot of 00s plus some 55s. Or yes, I wear the most expensive things. I go to the most exotic places and the expensive parties. I drink the most expensive wine. And then Jesus is enough. Excuse me. There is nothing more expensive than walking in the image of God.
Jesus.
But when man stood up and said, this image is not enough for me, I want more, then we lost the quality and the value of worship. Sorry. So who said, guy, no? A microphone. Charlie, give me a key. I'll look for a padlock, okay? Give me a key, yeah. When you see the guy, he is a born-again Christian. Take the microphone. You make my life so beautiful. And as you have made me here on earth. He's lying. He's not talking about God. There is a young girl in the congregation. She's the one he's talking about. Yes. That she has made his life so beautiful. And who do you think you're deceiving? So then God will step back, and because he has given, watch it, until man got the image of a beast on him. Lions were massaging mattress onto man.
Yes.
I'm teaching you worship.
Yeah.
When man worshipped God, lions couldn't eat God.
No.
Bears couldn't come near. Even snakes will not come near God. The very moment God covered man with the image of a beast, man became edible unto lions and unto snakes and scorpions. Meaning, if you will take off what you are wearing now and take back God and worship him, no weapon. Can I say it again? Yes. No weapon. Yes. For the third time. No weapon that is fashioned against you. You know why I believe so much in that word? Because he created the blacksmith who makes the weapon. And he created the soldier who would use the weapon to kill you. Yes. And he comes to tell you, yes, I made the blacksmith, I made the soldier, but their weapon will not kill you. You know why? Because the hearts of kings are in his hands. Yes. And he intended the way he would steal it. Or sorry, dear Baku pair, Nyami unto me and fam. The only thing, let me tell you, the day we stop worshiping God, he will cease to exist. Let's share the grace. It is not, prayer does not make God. Higher, 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 yeah, yeah. And like I told you yesterday, some are very good in acrobatics and gymnastics. Higher, yeah, higher, yeah, oh yeah, higher. At the end of the day, you don't have the heart of love. No. Yeah. In prayer, you see segregations and separations. It is only during prayer that you see groupings. Oh Lord, help me, Abraham, don't go there. No. Sometimes you go to church and when you hear people pray, you ask yourself, hey, when will I also graduate to pray like that? How many of us have felt that way before? You walk into a church and when you see brother so and so hold the microphone, lift up your hands and lift up your voice and let it show. The Bible says the effectual fervent prayer
of the righteous availeth much. You just became born again. You're like,
Yes.
my God,
Yes.
what shall I? Immediately, if you don't come with a friend who can let you stay, it's done. When you pray, you are telling God, Father, I'm here. Remember me.
Yes.
But when you worship, you are saying, Father, I know you did that now, no problem, no
Yes.
fears. Worship is the way you assure God that yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. And if God is with you, who says you will not go through crisis? The only way God will be manifested around you is when you go through crisis, and that which kills others wouldn't kill you. Yes, you will get the scar, but it will become your scarf.
Yes. Yes.
So here was me and you. That every day in the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come heavy above. And then you put in something. The Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is. Good morning. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. Hello? Are you worshiping or you are stealing your voice because of somebody you want to catch the person's attention? Worship is not a food for human beings. Worship is not a food for angels. Worship is not a food for the entities. It is a divine food. It's the food for Almighty God. If you cook it well, He will bless you well. You cook it bad, He will sit and watch the enemy kick you left, right, front and back. It's about time you say to yourself, Satan, you can touch everything, but don't touch my worship. You can mess around everything, but don't mess with my worship. The church got to come to that place and know that He has given us life, not because we have a need, but because He has a need. Say who you see Niaman Yira. Say who ni Yesu once yeah oh. Oh, this is not a song for the youthful ones. You have to be about 50 before you will know the song very well, or be connected to somebody that's 50 and above. And it goes further to say, so Yesu Moye. Now, guys, I know I'm waiting for you. Say, what fana wa fankwa. Say, what jana wa fo. Oh boy, and then you're to the side. Say, what fana wa fo here. Say, what jana wa yesika. Ma Yesu mbebe bintana. Bimpi kope bensika. Hear me. We treat worship like an ordinary thing in the church. So God treats us like ordinary people. Worship is the dearest thing on God's heart. So long as you give Him the high quality worship, He gives you the high quality grace. You give Him the low quality worship, He makes you a nobody. But when you worship God in spirit and in truth, He will take the beast skin off you. So the disease that will kill others cannot kill you. The problem that will destroy others cannot destroy you. Others will fail, but you will succeed. Others will die prematurely. You will eat the same food and be healthier. You will wear the same dress and look more handsome. Am I talking to somebody here? It is not about how well you pray, but how healthy you worship Him. You are great, yes, you are. Holy One, walked upon the sea, you raised the dead, you reign in majesty, mighty God. You are great. You are great.
You are great.
You are great.
You are great.
You are
Great.
You are great.
You are great.
You are great, Lord.
You are great.
Everything,
Everything written about you is great.
great and mighty God. We worship you today. We give you all. Listen, I've come to the place to realize that God is God because we worship Him. So let us make man in our image. Now close it because we will worship tonight. Let us make man in our image and in our likeness, and let man have dominion. Now, if the power belongs to me, and I said, let me manufacture a car like me, anybody who sees the car knows that is me. Yes. The very moment that same car stops sounding like the way I wanted it to sound, changes the logo or the emblem or the symbol that makes that car the car, the very moment the car changes the original color and begins to move like a crab instead of moving like a car, I am not the one who will say that is not my car. Everybody that knows my handiwork will say this is not God's car. Some of us think we are Christians, but the world can tell we are not Christians.
Yes.
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 Because yes, sorry, when the Messiah program, when is she also, but the weather.
Yes. Yes. Brother, yeah.
Me, I don't live here with you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Because like by this time, bros, we are heading towards 32 degrees. Charlie, warm. You see how you feel? You wish you were there.
Yeah.
But yours is the opposite. It's getting into the minus. I check, and I think you have 2 degrees.
Yeah.
So you are getting closer to the minus.
Yes.
Because 2 is 0, the accept is up. But didn't you know that a weather like this will come?
You know.
And is it not the same God that created the weather and put you in it? So why should the weather now take you away from the God who gave you the life to rule the weather?
Yes.
Today, I was with Daddy. He saw what I was going through with the weather. And I was trying to pretend to be Takashi. I get enough of it. And all of a sudden I saw that I was no longer feeling, because I was with him and it was a little okay. I could handle that one. Then all of a sudden it was dropping like some snow. And I said, hey, I am here. If you make it too cold, I will not worship you. Your worship will be cold. And nobody wants to eat cold food unless it's an ice cream.
Yes. Yes.
So you better check. Oh, I don't know. And the weather was so. And when that is so, he said, no, I got to do what has to be done. So you can do what you have to do. Hear me. When God sees how desperate and serious and committed you are to supply his food, he will move heaven and earth to supply your needs.
Amen. Amen.
I know what I am talking
Amen.
about.
Amen.
I know what I am talking about.
Yes.
Quickly, Daddy went out and brought some equipments that will keep me warm. I'm like, oh, thank you very much at all. Yet, yesterday I was here.
Yes.
Though I did not have that which will keep me warm. Why? Because I cannot say, because something is discomforting and inconveniencing me, I will not cook for God. Can I ask the mothers something? Will you say because of labor pain, you will not push? No. I love the way mommy said no. What will happen to the baby if you don't push? Oh, true.
Yeah.
So you don't want your baby to die. So despite the pain, you will push. The day you fail to worship God, you kill him. Yeah.
So there are many churches that God is dead in there, but money is there.
Yes. Talk to me.
You go there, the rich, the elite, the high in society, the high class, but there is no worship. And when there is no worship, there is no God. Your organization can be excellent, but Godization is zero.
Zero.
So here was man that the lions even bowed to because of their identity. Let me show you something. I'm coming. You guys also need it. It is common amongst musicians. They hardly hear the message. And it is coming from Lucifer. That is his character. That's why he was a rebellious guy. Musicians are the number one crisis and problem for every church. I don't know if you have it in your note.
Yeah.
They are troublesome. Shut up. Or how many I got for baby, so I got 20 euro of I got 50. So they are not after God, they are after money. Is that all of you? Even mine. Jesus. I'm a musician. I did music in Cuba. I play all the instruments, you can ask me. But I specialized on saxophone. And I did it for free. This is where I am today.
Yes.
Amen.
Satan did it for a price. And he lost it all. What was the price he was looking for? God's position. Can I say this? Don't tell them.
Yeah.
Musicians hardly give. But they take. If you can give them, they will come. They will wait. When there is a program, then they will show you. Praise the Lord. So as I was saying, God did not give you the voice to bluff.
Yes.
He gave you the voice to bless.
Yes.
Don't worry, don't mind. Give me a key. Is it your voice that is giving me the God? What is giving me the God? The keyboard. So, the skill that makes people like you is not from you. It's because this thing has been wired to give a good sound in a chord for them to enjoy. You are just a pipe, a conduit pipe, through which this thing gives us the purpose of its creation. But what you are expected to also offer is a worship from your heart. Now, if you play it from your heart, you may not be perfect. But because the heart is a perfect machine, nobody will see your imperfection. They will see your commitment, your faithfulness, and your worship.
Yes. Yes.
When it comes to worship, perfection is not necessary, but humility in the heart.
Yes.
I don't know if you have experienced it before, but there are some pastors, when you invite them to your church, when they are coming, they come with a barrage. And when they come, they create an atmosphere for you to think they are big armor. Meanwhile, their congregation is where 2 or 3 are gathered. Why paint a picture of who you are not? Because you are a fake in the presence of God. Where is your worship? Can I ask you a nice question?
Yes.
When was the last time you proposed to God?
So many times.
Pushing every day.
The young girls of today, in a relationship after some few months, they are waiting for the guy to take them to a nice place and then pop out some cakes, go on his knees, and then make a proposal. And then you begin to shed tears. Oh, Steve. Meanwhile, can I tell you something? This is not African tradition. It is a copied attitude. You are a fake. Hello? Should I tell you how I propose to somebody?
Yes.
Oh, look at it, Kokos. in the first day she came to church, I was leading worship. Hey, this worship thing, don't play with it. I was leading worship. Immediately she stepped in. According to her, she said something told her. That's your husband.
Yes.
She said something told her. Now she knows what that something is. That was the Holy Spirit. I was leading worship, singing a very powerful song. I still love that song. You want to hear it?
Yes.
Oh, I'll let you hear it. I will never hear it. Let's sing it for them, okay? Let's sing the song for you. Just play it. Now you press something. Uni Alpha, Omega, Ashasini, Yamani, Wayada. And oh, I was in the spirit. I didn't see anybody, but she saw me. Worship becomes God's means of advertising his cook. Keep this in your knee. Worship becomes God's means of advertising his cook. Because worship is God's food. And when you cook it well, he will advertise you. So if you are a true worshiper, you don't need to struggle to get it wrong to do. You don't struggle. Let me tell you something. If I had a son in Holland. Pray with and everything, and he said, "Oh, Papa, you need to come to Holland." I said, "And I haven't finished preaching in Ghana." He said, "Oh, Papa, you need to come." So he sent me the invite. Got myself ready, everything. At the airport, I called him. We were about taking off. I called him, only for me to land in Schiphol and began to call him. He didn't pick. He didn't pick. 2 hours in the cold. That was January. And you know the weather in January. He didn't pick. He knows the story I'm talking about. Then I realized we'll have another call in a place called The Day, but I don't know how long the place is to skip. I called them and they were like, "Oh, Papa, and you have been here for 2 hours. In fact, the person just brought you here for us." They came and picked me. That was how I met Minister Said, because he happened to be their pastor. So when I went back, I was there. He said, "Oh, Papa, you have to come again." So in August, where the weather is very good, that was when I was preparing to come, and they came to baptize my church with fire. So I had to bring it to November. Ladies and gentlemen, go for your visa. Because the first time they will give you 2 months or 3 months. When I had to go for the second one, I didn't even have a pop-up in my accounts. Do you know what worship can do? I submitted everything. They looked at me and said, "You don't have anything in your." I said, "Yes. I can't keep money in my account because I want a visa. I have invested it. And if you want to know how rich I am, excuse yourself and let me drive you through my properties." You think everybody with money in their accounts is genuine? No. If I'm not genuine, I wouldn't have come with an empty account. Then a daughter I have brought up appeared. She was also working there as a citizen. She was like, "Hey, Daddy, what are you doing here?" And then she says, "Oh, come on, son, you're catching on this up, Papa, and I'm training me. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not go back for my passport. They brought it to me in my office. I didn't pray when I was going for the visa. But you can imagine if the one who prepares God his favorite meal is sad. I'm giving you some secrets. If you are God's favorite worshiper, he will supply all your needs, so you keep cooking the best meal for him.
Amen.
That was why he made Lucifer higher than the other cherubs. I wish, is it being recorded? So you can get the copy and listen to it over. It is not about the number of times you fall because the man is preaching. Falling does not make you perfect. I'm not saying it is a sin to fall. But Jesus said to the disciples when they came back, I saw Satan fell like lightning. It is Satan who must fall, not you. You have fallen. And Satan is rather standing. Let the negativities in you fall, so the positivities will stand.
Yes.
I got 1 year. One solid year. That's what it gave me. When my account was empty, it was full up there. And the Bible says the heart of kings are in the hands of the Lord, and he turned it the way. So when his worshipper arrived, he had to turn the heart of everyone whose hands the passport will pass. You need something, but you're not giving God what he needs. Hannah needed a child. God needed a prophet. She kept praying and nothing was happening until she realized that it must be worship. And worship is the act of sacrificing, the act of giving to God. Hear me, worship is not an act, ACT. Then you need a script writer, a director, props and everything. And you have to study what has been written as your character. So when the director says, camera rolling, all set, and action, immediately you lose your identity. And you become the character in the script. That's why worship is not an act. Many people act it. So they cry. Meanwhile, they don't feel like crying, but they want to capitalize on your emotions. Don't fake God's food. You are making God get a running tummy. And how can the God who is on the running tummy carry your miracle to you? No.
Yes, so.
I am making you understand worship in a simple form. Never come to church after worship. You should have better stayed home. Because the God you didn't worship is the one you are coming to expect something from him. Hello? Amen. Make sure you come to church before worship, not during or after. In fact, you be the first to start it. Won't you mess up? Won't you mess up? And this Andronian answer will check yourself. Sorry, I didn't know because I'm going to watch everything. Won't you mess up? Jamo Bekunino, or Basori Tamo Bay was Hany or Bekuru, Mutiwan or Benyakono, Mutiwa or Bewuma, Mutiwa, Bessini. Now who would care? What a swati fako. Manem Panicunu was sorry, Manem Panicunu was sorry, Manem Panicovalia was sorry, Manem Panicunu was sorry, my one thing was what you will say, what I would do with it now. I don't joke with worship. Everybody will tell you you can take Reverend Lamptey's everything, but don't touch his worship. You touch me and my worship, I will kill you. That's how much I love worship. So as I was saying, here was Adam, the one lion's salute. Now the favorite meat, the favorite meal for lion. Because now God has been covered. And some deer skin has been put on man. And you know how lions love deers. That's why the witch of a lion in your family wants to kill you. But the day you begin to worship God, the old will come.
Amen.
And then the beast skin. Oh, you know 2 Corinthians 5:17. What does the Bible say there? Therefore is an English statement. Therefore, because of this and that, you have done this and that and that. Therefore, if any man, and I like the way they wrote it, they didn't put any name there. So let's say it. Say therefore, if Abraham Lamptey. Thank you for mentioning my name. Let's do it again. Therefore, if Abraham Lamptey. Hey, what does so let's go again. Say therefore, if Abraham Lamptey. I don't know what kind of microphone. Lift your right hand. Say, therefore, if I, Abraham Lamptey, I can only see two people doing it right. Lift your right hand. Say, therefore. I see 3, I see 4, I see 5. Oh, okay. Say, therefore, if I, Abraham Lamptey, I am in Christ. No witch, no wizard, no demon, no principality, can come near me. Everybody in my family, can fail. Not me. I am a new creature. Do you believe in what you just said?
Yes.
Then let it be seen in your worship. Let me ask you some few questions. Now let's go to school. Last Sunday at 3 p.m. That's the name of the church in Den Haag. 3 p.m. Yeah. I'll tell you what the 3 p.m. I was telling them that it is one thing to think you are a worshiper. It is another thing to know you worship. And I was teaching them the same song I taught you yesterday. And we began to sing it. And God did his own thing. Do you know that when the worship is very, very beautiful and sweet, that is when prophecies come? Yes. So honey, why don't you worship God so he will speak over your life? Amen. Satan is never afraid of prayer. Also, because before to make a Christopher, so he is standing close to you, praying with you. But what he cannot do is worship.
It's
Yes.
a good secret.
That's the secret.
Yeah.
He cannot fight you. You know why? Because the power in worship has been taken from you. But the voice of worship is still with you. So we now celebrate voices, not true worshipers. And voice can make you popular in the world, but unpopular in the spirit. So we bring people we think they are great worshipers. No, because they have good voices. So it is your passion and your emotion that he is ministering to, not your conscience and your spirit. Stop following the voice and look for the heart. Look for the heart. My brother was telling me that, also, say I want my worship at 10 p.m. 3 p.m. Hear me. If you go to church and you do nothing but worship, you have this peace in your heart. And when you go home, you know. You see, worship is the only means by which you know God is in charge. When you pray, it is maybe you should engage therefore by means. But when you worship, you are saying, I know you are there. When you read the book of Job, the chapter number 1, the Bible says God was going to have a party with his children. How many of you know that story? Should I tell you the secret? Did I tell you yesterday?
Yes.
I did. I did it.
It was not here.
Yes. No. And you can imagine God having a party with his sons. And then Satan also comes. He also comes to the party. Now you remember I told you. Satan comes to the party. And then he also swags. Goes to God. And was like, yo, Popsy, it's a long time. They don't take care of your hair. Popsy, I don't like this shit. This is not the kind of Popsy when you used to come on Popsy. This shoes, no, they are too dusty. And then all of a sudden, Satan began to put things right on God. And God saw that he is back to who he used to be. And was like, oh, my son, where have you been? If we don't worship God, we will let him miss Satan. Oh, you are not getting it. Say, I'm sorry, Namia. That is why he says, if we will not worship him, he will command. Have you thought of that statement? That is enough to let you know the importance God puts on worship. And then you come to church, especially the young ladies, their style of worshiping. Hey! Don't try them. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? See your fine face. They will take the microphone, and those who are not standing in front and those at the back there, you know, they are more concerned about the looks, not the looker. I will repeat, my son. They are more concerned about their looks, not the one looking at them.
Amen.
Yeah.
So when it is worship, meanwhile you are looking for a husband. And God has brought a man looking for the lady with the neatest brazier strap. But during worship, you are so concerned about your looks that you don't want to show it, so you are thinking about yourself. And then every minute you cover it up. And the man meant to marry you standing right behind, waiting to see how neat. And you're also thinking about how to cover God's means of solving your problem. Until you become selfless in His presence during worship, God will never stop being selfish.
Yeah. Amen. Yeah.
So, you are wonderful. Especially if the weather is hot. And that's what they do. You are. We give you glory. As we give you. Am I talking to my daughters? Hello. Is it true?
Yes. Rachel.
Especially if they put on a new wig. That is when they shake every second. Oh my, yeah, and the wig of money. And now Peter Tosh. And if the head is God, why do you keep shaking him? You will come late because your brush couldn't bring the knots in the hair. Can we share the grace? No. You will come late because you couldn't get money to buy that new shoes you want to wear to church, to come and worship the old God. Bible says He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He's not interested in how old your shoes are. He is an old God, so He is older than your shoes. If you know He is an old God, then your shoe is still latest. If you know He is an old God, then your dress is still latest. If you know He is an old God, then everything you're wearing is still latest. It is in the sight of men that you think it is obsolete. Let nothing, not even the serpent and not the apple, come between you and the worship you need to give to God. Tonight I'm going to give you just 10 minutes to show God how much you love Him. Read Luke chapter 15, 21 and 24 for me. Luke 15, 21 and 24, and we'll be rounding up. I want to lay hands on some few people. Daddy, the Lord says He's going to raise generals in worship in this ministry.
Luke chapter 15.
Wait, I can't hear you.
Luke chapter 15.
Uh-huh.
Verse number 21
To 24.
to 24.
21.
Luke chapter 15.
Okay, let's Americanize it, because I'm doing that because here you don't speak English, you speak Dutch and what? French. Brazil is French, Antwerp is English, right? So, Dutch, right? That is why I don't want you to Americanize anything. If you Dutchize it, I will love it.
Luke chapter 15, verse number 21 to 24.
So you say the 21, you 21. So they will know we can Americanize our English, right?
Luke chapter 15, verse 21 to 24.
Now you sound American, 21 to 24.
And then the son said to him, Father, I have sinned against heavens and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. 22. But the father said to his servants, Quick, bring the best robe.
Bring the what?
The best robe. And put on him. Put on his.
When the son left, he left his identity. I'm talking about the prodigal son.
Yes.
When he came back to worship, because Bible says when he came back, he went before the Father in worship and said, Father, I have sinned. It is only the true worshiper who always stands before God with a broken heart, a contrite heart, a humble heart, knowing you don't matter. Señora Dinawaya. Señor Yesu Nawaya. You are not here by mistake. Somebody paid the price on the cross. You are not here by your strength. Somebody paid the price somewhere. And if you have to worship that man and you'll be reluctant, the same hand that opened the tap, that same hand. So when the prodigal son stopped worshiping the father, he started to feed with pigs. Who are not the way of the share? And the one that is so many so brave. You know what is mushroom? My fellow Sumom like Obiape. Now, so baby, a sinning to know. Everybody loves mushroom, but not the one that grows on the refuse dump. Now, so now can you have a fatal? Now, so we're free or sorry, and I see Adam and Eve had the garden at their disposal. Everything, including God, belonged to them. Because when God created, now let me give you the power here. When God created everything, He did not have names for them. You know why? Because He had transferred the power of attorney to man.
Amen.
Yes. So everything man named, God said, yes. So long as man kept worshiping God, God became man's property. So in the coolness of the day, God had to report. Yes, sir. Anything I can do for you? And then Adam will go like, the water we drank today, I think it's got to be sweeter. And the lion misbehaved, and what have you, and what have you. And then God will go and tame the lion and say, you know what, you have to be a massaging mattress. So anytime Adam is going to sleep, go lie down and let Adam use the hair on your neck as his pillow. You can imagine that which can kill. You see, the lion is not the biggest animal in the bush.
Yeah.
There is an elephant. Yes. But the heart in the lion makes him the king of the jungle.
Yes.
And that is what God commanded to become a mattress. In fact, massaging one for Adam and Eve. Why? Because he, God himself, was under the spell of worship. I just said it. When my dear, my friend for girls.
Yes.
Who worshiping Yami, I would be any better for God. Yes. So God will love you unconditionally. Everything you tell him to do, he will do. Look, somebody, can I tell them this secret?
Yes.
Somebody refused to make babies with the legitimate late brother's wife giving to him. God killed him. Somebody took Abraham's wife through false representation. God went to the king in his dream and said, hey, you are living dead. Take his wife back to him, though he lied to you, and go and ask him to forgive you. Else you are dead. And then another person takes his subordinate's wife, killed the subordinate, and God said, this is a man after my heart.
Yes.
It is only when worship is involved that God becomes passionate.
Yes.
When was the last time you proposed to God? When you wake up in the morning, you jump over your Bible to go to your phone, and then you check whether you've gotten some sweet messages from that maggot-infested mouth boyfriend. And then when he breaks your heart, you will come back to the God you jumped over to fix it. He is not a mind fixer. He is a life fixer. Are you feeling guilty here?
Yes, please. Yes.
So now when you wake up, go to God first. Good morning, Jesus. Make sure you worship Him. It is not only about the singing. It is the love and the humility that you carry around. I remember somebody telling my brother, said to do that, hey, Abraham Lamptey is a big man. Why will he come to your small church? But you are small enough for that big God to come to you. Now that He has made you big. And there are those, when you invite them, they will ask the size of your congregation. And the graduates and the big people you have in your church. They are not worshippers, they are businessmen. You know why? Because we are going for names. We are not looking for God. We are looking for people. When we bring them to our church, because of their name, people will come to the church. They didn't come to God, they came to the person. That is why whatever the person will give to them is temporal. Because anything of man is temporal. Tonight, how many of you are going to fall in love with God once again? Far better than you used to. Let me see. You just realize that you should have loved Him more than. And look at what the prodigal son's father did. He took his coat. Because you are reading the New International Version, that's why you got it that way. The Kojovi will tell you. And the father took the coat he was wearing and put it on the son. Meaning restoration. The godlike nature that was taken away and covered has been given back to you. If you will worship God properly. Let me ask this question. How many of you, sometimes you will be there, maybe in the washroom, you're taking your shower or something, and then the picture of your future will flash in front of you and you're like, small time. How many of you have done that before? When you get that assurance, you know something good. How many of us have done that? Small time.
Yes.
Now, what made you say the small time? Somebody who have been covered. You see, dreams are revelations of the godlike nature that has been covered by man. So once in a while, he will pop his head and show you what is ahead and go back again. Telling you, if only you will take this thing off and bring the real me out with worship. There are three things about true worshipers. They are humble, they are simple, and they are forgiving. Humble, simple, forgiving. Make sure this will be your watchword. Forgiveness does not kill. It gives you a lot of possession. When someone offends you and you don't pay back and you forgive, that person becomes your possession. That is why God owns us. He is forgiven. You can imagine if God wants to pay us back by our sins. Hey, some of us like will have holes in our heads. But the man is forgiven. Place your right hand on your chest. If you are watching tonight before you go to bed, ask yourself, how do I get rid of this beast skin that was put on me by God? So I will take my original identity, my godlike identity. And this is the secret. It is in worship. The prodigal son came to worship the Father. And the Father had to bring back the glory that he lost. Tonight, as you go to bed, let it be a moment that you are not going to ask God for anything, but you're going to cook him the best meal. Worship him with all your heart. He says, and you will worship the Lord your God, and he will bless your bread, bless your water. He will take sickness out of your midst. You are asking, where can you find that? Exodus 23, the verse 25 and 26. I bless you, and tonight, may my God visit you in your sleep as you worship him. My name, Abraham Lamptey. We are still in Antwerp. Resurrection Power and Ministries. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. God bless you. Keep worshiping God. Amen.
Amen.
Now bless your right hand on your chest. Welcome home. We just came back from social media.